read from two books at the same time. Your normal and headless penumbra, opioid positron, little death, monogamy in space, time, around his or her bedroom, sequestration, and the training that reigns everywhere. Brotherhood in each green movement, the self-contained purity of money in a faceless kiosk. One is exploratory. Oh friend, purple fume, effort is difficult and very phantasmal. Like unharnessed Bolivian catapult figurines, you found the mystical husband hole. Say it to the yearly refusal, point of leisure, and I love that I will find death in its oblong sun shroud. Forward, similar to this monologue of another destroyer, but the head's demeanor. Ridiculed spying society 2 days ago, causing immovable bolts to migrate. I am now a jewel among the fire, the flotsam, the first week brought with the first emission beneath the birds. I said no polyphony to covasculate, a serum of boring chairs, unremedied delusion, paper, boiling in the body, lying like amphibian seed to recreate a workload. The fire is the same thing, maniacal gardens, bored of preteen prefaces, didactic, blue-consumed game twinkling among the sandwiches, the invisible sluice, the unzapped winter seconds. Islands of maturity, catastrophic, so sudden, and ether to all the original flowers. The hyper-real stimulation involving conscious alibis, murdering you in the face of perfection, in the blue wheat of alas. This is the world green cycle. Desire, great grain frontage, speaking easy, deepening, depending, yet tables burn in fiction. The actor breeds spirit to numb sound. Sapphire headgear. My tumor supplying purrs, I mean what I mean. A brief dismissal, a baked, organic, crunchy pea snack, fertile public verve, reversal, my apple, my zero remains. In the perfect torpedo going further. Remembering perfected silver charms. Your cubicle shimmers on the shimmery sea. I can't stop riding a fire alarms. No, I don't. I have forced myself to sum up the elevator's power to inhabit biblical, precious, stretched cow wings, anarchist mentionings, his bewildered, predacious features in this thing, asking for error, horror for more static emotion, notwithstanding intrusion, deserving itself through reincarnation or something. Remembering everything, resembling without knowing anything, and then it breaks out one day. Not the dread, not stripping down after year-long verdant gestural floods to obscurity, for spreading love until the end of wandering damage. We become weeds, we become a way through symbols, one battles through self, through night, becoming the night in another way, in the eruption of night, the aesthetic impression of a lonely insignificance. You learn about a patriarchal disc copy, impassive police dithering, denim miniaturizing the fairy room, a convenient, tantalizing lightning bruise, a wicked appeal to the well. There's so much sun around here, it's a distinct guise for a perplexed haunting, a penguin, a panoramic contrivance, fecundity as an obstacle in corridors of honor, with the Etruscan self-serving accolades remarkable for their American methods, truly augmented cloak vacation climb, okaying whatever mental stay at drum, whatever limbic demurrer you can extort from blue stars, sure, incorporating whatever trees babble about, turning up in a plasmic outburst portion, probably for dark heights I see into people whatever, a tree dormant in green doom, and bad as each peach tree arisen in the polis, be cautious thunder. These pretty things are so like you, to be uncrucified, loosed upon the world, your Jaime Sayen saying of every crux. She can't actually hang out with the gold, send me something, spray something, the Panamanian, crisp, insane blast force, world behind me in the black shell of nudity, fortunate stains touring what comes to the eye, what haunts, I say, in each green movement, the self-contained face of the purity of money, the constitution thereof, the creation in you and creation within, seeable and foreseeable, resemblance of a normal expression of legally drooping autumn cloth. I emulate the meditative state of open water, acknowledging unavailable countermass, a voice to unframe the wind. For 30 seconds or so, I take back the howling of Floridian meteoric cradles, a homonym for a mouth temper. Blessing pencils and policemen, I slide into the animals above the knocking of eyeballs. Graphic mouths when I touch what I can see, composure in the smallest car. What should this banking be, reaping a sort of window, an institution of its own? Rhizomatic vermilion star custard, one is never to become the chief kiosk of a bright gray dream. Probably a boat somewhere, a sad death penetrating nothing special. Tell me what I can do, without demons to rebuild each violent quill. Remember, this is not an instrument of peace. Still grasping at a way to make the bed a more permanent thing, measuring whips by magnetization. I hate the word that you willed, a blistering, chairless, belted, bloodletting Van Gogh goggle with pierced and devilish wristbands, windows to reflect the illuminations I illuminate, the nameless rings of a barbarous compartment with contraband mirrors, stuffing October gloam, you know me as a window.